This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. The Rosen Coaster wants to know, in all your years of socializing after the shows, has there ever been an individual or individuals you avoided drinking with at all costs because you knew something bad might happen?
Probably the Nasty Boys. They would find a target amongst the guys, and they would find a guy that just really sold for them, and they would eat him alive. They would just terrorize the guy. And I can't remember anyone in particular or anybody specific, but they would get in there and get tore up, and knobs would get loud, and you would know, okay, you got, from the point he started getting hammered and getting loud, you had about a 5-minute window to get out of there. God knows what was going to happen from there, but they were a lot of fun. If you could sit off at a distance and just watch them terrorize people. And it was back in a different time, in a different era, when people wasn't so concerned with, oh, well, he's getting too loud. You know, they would just look at the Nasty Boys and go, hey, that's the Nasty Boys. That's what they do.
Patrick Samples writes, who was easier to work with? And you have to choose one. The Rock and Roll Express or the Midnight Express?
Oh, God, Ricky and Robert.
Yeah.
No doubt. No doubt. You know, not that, I mean, it was still a heel match with us and the Midnight Express, and I didn't get but a couple of cracks at that. Ricky and Robert were just a pleasure, man. For a heel in the 80s, it didn't get any better, and that's the only way to sum it up. It was the best scenario possible for a heel team was to work with the Rock and Roll Express. And if you were the champions at the time and had a manager on the floor as savvy as J.J. Dillon, I mean, all the stars aligned and connected. It couldn't get any better than that.
Jeff Parsons wants to know, why did you sometimes stick your hand out upside down to get the tag on the back of your hand instead of the palm? I don't know if you did this all the time, but I have noticed that both you and the Revival do it at different times.
So that I get my fingers jammed on a hard tag.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Actually, Ole, if you go back and watch Ole, you know, he'd smack you pretty hard on a tag. And, you know, a couple of guys, you know, throughout the pass, it was just one of those things. They were into the match. It was intense. And, you know, they don't want to give you some little half-ass wuss tag, and they'd slap the shit out of your hand. Well, if your fingers were pointed up, there's a chance you get jammed fingers.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.